Welcome back to the Blender 3 Docwalk. This document is the median point and how to use it as a pivot point option. So let's jump right in. So again, this is another instance where what we're concerned about, right, when we're dealing with the median, when we're dealing with pivot point, is completely oriented around the object's origin. Now, the documentation recommends that you look at the median point as a center of gravity. So, and let me show you quickly what they mean by that. We're gonna get rid of the cube here, and we're gonna drop down a sphere. UV sphere works. And we're gonna size it down till it's about as big as our 3D cursor there. Maybe a little bigger. That should work. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate this guy and bring him over here. Let's bring him here, and I'll just center the screen a little bit. And actually, I'm going to move this in just a little closer. I'm going to bring a 3 in, or 3, 1, 2, 3 in. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to select the both of them. Go up and select the median point as our pivot point, which it already is there. And I'm going to hit R for rotate, and you'll notice that my point of rotation, right, is exactly between the two spheres. So right click to cancel that action, and now I'm going to grab this fellow and I'm going to duplicate him. I'll bring him up here, and I'll duplicate this one too and bring it down on the other side down here. Okay, now I'm going to select both of these and this one. I'm going to hit R, and you'll notice that our center of rotation is a little bit closer to these two, to the two on our left than it is to the one on the right. And so I'll cancel that. Now I'm going to select all of them, hit R, and is even closer. And again, if I were to even, duplicate this even more, or at least these two, or these three, which again is Shift D, bring it down in between there. That works. Now I'm going to select all of them, hit R one more time, and you'll see that I'm even closer to the spheres on my left. So that's what it means by considering or thinking about it as the center of gravity. If I had, kind of like a triangular plank connecting all of these, where would I have to put a pole underneath them to ensure that it all balances? And right, I mean, that would be about right if they were all like the same weight. So yeah, so think about it as if it is the center of gravity. Now again, if I grab this guy and let's grab our 3D cursor. Remember, that's Shift spacebar, and I'm going to put it over here. Okay, and I'm going to go up to Object, go down to Set Origin to 3D Cursor. Okay, so now this sphere's origin is over here behind these three. So now, whoops, I do that a lot. Okay, so now when I select all of them and I hit R for rotate, you'll notice that my point of rotation is clear. Let's do it from over here. Is clear over here on the other side of the spheres. So they kind of give this as a warning. Make sure that you understand that it's about the object's origins, not about the geometry of the object. Let's go ahead and kill these off. And we're going to drop let's put a cube down. Grab them, set them over here. Well, this is fine. Okay, then we're going to duplicate them, set them over here, and now we're going to select both of them, and and we're going to head over to object mode, edit mode by hitting the tab key. Okay, now we are in edit mode, and I'm going to subdivide this guy a couple of times here. Okay, and this is another, analogous to the other tools, other pivot point options that we've talked about. When we are talking about, how this is going to calculate where the median point is, just like with the other tools, in the object mode, it's the origin that Blender is using to calculate, where the center of rotation should be. And then in edit mode, it's the vertices, right, that it's used to calculate where the center of rotation should be. So this is just like the other tools. So in this situation, if I select all of them and I hit R for rotate, it's going to use the number of vertices per object, or I guess total, to determine where the center of rotation needs to be. And you can see that that it is definitely biased offset towards the cube with a larger number of vertices. Okay, so that was the median point option of the pivot point of the many pivot point selections, and I will see you guys in the next video when we talk about the active element option of the many pivot point selections. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.